Hey there, money smart friends. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with my morning coffee, and honestly, I've been getting so many messages about this exact question. You guys keep asking me, should I go with the Capital One Saver One or the Blue Cash Everyday from American Express? And look, I get it. Both cards are screaming no annual fee at you. Both promise cash back, but which one actually puts more money back in your pocket? Well, grab your favorite drink, because we're about to break this down like we're best friends talking over lunch. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which card fits your lifestyle, your spending habits, and most importantly, which one's gonna make you more money. So stick around, because I have done all the math, and some of these results might actually surprise you. Alright, let's start with the basics, because I know some of you are probably multitasking right now. Hey, I see you folding laundry. Capital One Saver One. This is Capital One's no annual fee dining and entertainment powerhouse. Think of it as your fun money card. Blue Cash Everyday from Amex. This is American Express's everyday spending champion. It's like that reliable friend who's always got your back. Now here's what's interesting, and this is where most people get confused. These cards actually target different types of spenders. The Saver One is saying, hey, I'll reward you for living your life, dining out, streaming Netflix, going to concerts. The Blue Cash Everyday is more like, I'll reward you for just existing groceries, gas, shopping online. So right off the bat, the question isn't really which card is better, it's which card matches how you spend money. And that's exactly what we're going to figure out today. Let's dive deep into the Saver One first. And guys, this card is pretty straightforward, which I actually love. Here's what you get. 3% cash back on dining, 3% cash back on entertainment, 3% cash back on popular streaming services, 1% on everything else. Now, when they say dining, they mean dining. Restaurants, fast food, coffee shops, food trucks. If you're buying food away from home, you're getting 3% back. I tested this extensively. My local Starbucks, that hole-in-the-wall taco place, even DoorDash and Uber Eats, all coded as dining. But here's where it gets really interesting. The entertainment category. We're talking movie theaters, concert venues, amusement parks, but also things like Spotify, Netflix, Disney+, HBO Max. Basically, if it's keeping you entertained, Capital One's got you covered. Let me put this in real numbers for you. Say you spend $300 a month on dining out. That's $100 a year. That's $108 back in your pocket. Add another $50 a month on streaming services. That's another $18 annually. We're already at $126 just from these two categories. Now, here's what I really appreciate about Capital One. No rotating categories. You don't have to remember to activate anything. You don't have to worry about spending caps on these bonus categories. It's set it and forget it, which, honestly, in our busy lives, that's worth something. The card also comes with a decent welcome bonus, $200 after you spend $500 in your first 3 months. That's pretty achievable for most people. Now let's talk about the Blue Cash Everyday from Amex. And this is where things get a bit more complex, but potentially more rewarding. Here's the breakdown. 3% cash back at US supermarkets, up to $6,000 per year, then 1%. 2% cash back at US gas stations and select US department stores. 1% cash back on other purchases. First thing you need to know, that supermarket bonus, it caps at $6,000 per year. After you hit that limit, you drop down to 1%. But let's be honest, $6,000 a year on groceries is $500 a month. For most households, that's more than enough to capture all your grocery spending. Let me break down what this looks like in real money. Average American household spends about $350 a month on groceries. With this card, you're getting $126 back annually just from grocery shopping. Add gas, let's say $150 a month. That's another $36 back per year. We're at $162. And that's before we even talk about department stores. Department stores is interesting. We're talking Target, Walmart, Macy's, Nordstrom. But here's the catch. Not all Target purchases code as department store. If you're buying groceries at Target, it might code as supermarket. If you're buying clothes, it codes as department store. It's a bit inconsistent. Here's an insider tip. Amex is really good about customer service. If something doesn't code the way you expected, give them a call. They're usually pretty reasonable about making it right. The welcome bonus here is $200 after spending $2,000 in your first 6 months. Higher spending requirement than Capital One, but still very doable. Okay, let's get real. Numbers on a website are one thing, but how do these cards perform in actual life? I'm going to walk you through T. Both apps are solid. Capital One's app is clean and simple. You can see your rewards, pay your bill, no fuss. Amex's app has more features. You can see offers, track spending by category, set up alerts. It's more comprehensive, but also more complex. Foreign transaction fees. Here's something important. Neither card charges foreign transaction fees. So if you travel internationally or shop online from foreign websites, you're not getting hit with extra charges. That's actually pretty valuable. Credit line management. Capital One is known for being generous with credit line increases. They'll often increase your limit automatically as you show good payment behavior. Amex is more conservative but more predictable. They usually give you exactly what they think you can handle. Now let's talk about the stuff they don't put in big bold letters in their marketing. Capital One, Saver One hidden perks. They report your credit line to all three bureaus, which is great for your credit utilization ratio, no penalty, APR. If you're late with a payment, they won't jack up your interest rate permanently. Extended warranty protection on purchases. They're really good about letting you know about suspicious charge purchase protection if something you buy gets damaged or stolen within 90 days. Amex might cover it, return protection, bought something and can't return it. Amex might take it back. Amex offers these are targeted deals that can be incredibly valuable if they match your spending. Global Assist hotline when you're traveling. That Amex offers thing is actually huge. I've seen offers like spend $50 at Amazon, get $10 back, or spend $100 at Best Buy, get $20 back. These aren't guaranteed, but when they hit, they're like finding free money. All right, I've been pretty positive so far, but let's be real about where these cards fall short. Capital One, Saver One problems. That 1% on everything else is pretty meh in 2024. No bonus for groceries or gas, which is where most people spend the most money. The entertainment category, while broad, might not match everyone's entertainment spending. If you're not a big dining person, this card is basically useless. I mean, if you're someone who meal preps and rarely eats out, the Saver One is giving you 1% on almost everything. There are better options for that. Blue Cash everyday problems. That $6,000 cap on grocery spending can be limiting for large families. The department store category is confusingly inconsistent no dining bonus, which is weird because people spend a lot on food. Gas stations can be hit or miss with the 2%. Some code correctly, some don't. And here's something that bugs me about the Blue Cash everyday. Why 2% on gas, but 3% on groceries? Gas prices are crazy right now. A 3% bonus on gas would be way more valuable for most people. Both cards. Neither has a great everything else rate. No travel benefits to speak of. The welcome bonuses are decent but not amazing by today's standards. All right, decision time. Let me be super clear about who should get which card. Get the Capital One Saver One if you spend more than $200 a month dining out and ordering takeout. You have multiple streaming subscriptions. You go to movies, concerts, or entertainment venues regularly. You want a simple, no-fuss reward structure. You're building credit and want a card that's forgiving. Specifically, if you spend more on dining and entertainment combined than you do on groceries, the Saver One is probably your winner. Get the Blue Cash every day if you spend $300 plus monthly on groceries. You drive a lot and buy gas frequently. You shop at department stores regularly. You want the best customer service in the credit card industry. You like the idea of Amex offers and additional protections. Here's the thing though, for families, the Blue Cash every day almost always wins. Grocery spending is consistent, predictable, and substantial. Dining out might fluctuate, but grocery spending, that's happening whether the economy is good or bad. Don't get either card if you want premium travel benefits. You're looking for a high everything else earning rate. You want a card that maximizes specific categories like Amazon or Target. You're someone who churns credit cards for welcome bonus. And here's my honest take. If you're just starting with credit cards, the Blue Cash every day is probably the safer choice. Grocery spending is unavoidable. The customer service is top-notch. And Amex will teach you good credit habits. Now, here's where some of you might be thinking, why not get both? And you know what? That's not a terrible idea if you can handle multiple cards responsibly. Use the Saver One for all dining, entertainment, and streaming. Use the Blue Cash every day for groceries, gas, and department stores. Use whatever other card you have for everything else. Actually know people doing this exact strategy. They're maximizing every purchase category, and it works great if you're organized. But here's the reality check.